Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy, Blitz Renegade, back with another video, the Raw review for March 10, 2025. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for all the love and support in the YouTube shorts that I was posting. Let's jump right into this. The Raw review for March 10th, 2025. Down at Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, the house that Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, one of the greatest sports entertainment venues of all time. All right, we started the show off with the Yeet Master. It's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just line them all up, knock them down like this. You already know he came out and hit the yeet session for 20 straight minutes. Yeeting with the kids, yeeting with adults, yeeting with the parents, yeeting with everybody, just yeeting everywhere. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole always making them stupid comments about them. Oh, I'm yeeting all over the place. Always got to make them dumb comments. So he comes down to the ring after taking 2 years to yeet. Then Grayson Waller of A-Town Down comes out there. That jobber comes out there. It's funny how he lost the belly and got a six-pack and got ripped, and they're still misusing him. It's just funny. So after the match was over, he won, obviously. We all know he wasn't going to lose to no dang Austin, or to no A-Town Down, what's his name, Grayson Waller. We all know he wasn't going to lose to him. After the match was over, you already know they double-teamed him. And, of course, Jey Uso soloed those bombs, hitting the Roman Reigns weak. He hit a spear, but his spear is so terrible. He, barely grazes them. And he, side tackles them. It's terrible. So, of course, he beats them both on his own. And then, out of nowhere, the skinny fat jobber, the ring general, comes out and ambushes him from behind. No diddy. Put him in the sleeper hold. Forcing him, of course, to not really, just to go to sleep. But every week, we're basically going to get this. Go to sleep, Jay, or Jay's gonna keep beating Gunther. It's funny because you got the champion attacking the challenger from the back or from behind, and he's already 2-on-1. So why do you need to I don't get it. He's 3-on-1 now, and you're still having to attack him from the back. That's just, I don't understand that. Whatever. Next up, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, comes out there and does something that is not phenomenal. They go out there and they just mock Logan Paul, him and Andrew Schultz, some comedian who was talking about black women, making fun of black women, and Kendrick Lamar had to put that bum in his place. Kendrick Lamar put that bum in his place, so I don't mess with Andrew Schultz, but he was talking crazy about Logan Paul. Logan Paul is more famous than whoever this Andrew Schultz bum is, so he can shut up. It was literally just a comedic relief segment, they were just trying to be funny, but you gotta find somebody funnier than that bum. Speaking of tonight, all the cameos tonight were crazy. They were showing D-list celebrities, Rich the Kid, Rich, bro. And I listen to Rich the Kid's music. I like the song Splashing, and he's got another one called Don't Save It, and he's got one with Offset that I like. He's got some good songs, but bro, this dude ain't been popular since freaking Plug Walk. Let's be real. Y'all know it. Plug Walk. Hey, I don't even understand how my plug talk. Come on now. This dude hasn't. That song probably came out in 2018, 2017. I was in high school. I was in 9th or 10th grade. This dude is an irrelevant fraud. But they were showing so many D-list celebrities, like, I don't even remember, to be honest. They were just showing so many just jobbers in the arena. We do not care. I'm here to Stephen A. Smith. I'm here to tell you right now. We don't. It has nothing to do with wrestling. If they're not like the Andrew Schultz guy who Kendrick Lamar dissed, then don't put them on the show. Like, if they don't have a segment that's scripted and like actually makes sense, stop showing these D-list bums. Like, we do not care. So, moving on. The Tornado Tag Team match, The New Day versus Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. There was two things that I'm going to talk about in this match. The New Day won, but I heard a YouTuber by the name of BC Amplified, shout out BC, he said that during this match, they were trying to chant, "This is awesome!" But nobody in New York was not going for that foolishness, because this junk was not awesome. This match was not awesome. A lot of the stuff that they do on WWE isn't awesome. They just do, like, you know, they'll have a break in the action, and the fans are just like, we gotta cheer. Like, you know, this must be the part where we're supposed to cheer. So they'll just chant, "This is awesome," or "Holy S," after, like, they'll be chanting "Holy S" after, like, someone gets put through puts power bomb through a table, which we see, like, every week. Like, really? All right, moving on. The next thing was, during this match, I think his name was Al Americano, comes out. This is supposed to be Chad Gable, because he went and did the whole luchador thing, and went to Mexico and tried to figure out how to beat luchadors. So it's supposed to be Chad Gable, comes out there and he power bombs or suplexed. I'm sounding like Michael Cole. Can't even get the moves right, acting like Michael Cole. He slowly suplexed Rey Mysterio. And then he just left. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and hit on this. Later on in the night, Jackie Redmond or Kathy Kelly, no one can tell them apart, but one of them did an interview with him and asked him, like, you know, why did you do that? And he was like, "Oh, well, it wasn't me. And Pat McAfee was selling it too, like, "It's not him, Cole! It's not him!" Like, like we all know it is, but that's the whole swerve that they want. They don't want you to think it's him. So later on that night, she was pressing him. She was like, "Stop lying to us. Like, why are you lying to us?" And he's like, "It wasn't me." And then all of a sudden you see New York PD arresting whoever the other dude was with the mask on. So, yeah. Yep. That was another comic relief of the New Day being quote-unquote serious now, but they're still jobbers. And Rey Mysterio is not a jobber. He just has to be thrown into senseless nonsense because he's just, you know, he's a legend, but just like Randy Orton, just like Carlito, these, I don't know why, but they just don't take them seriously anymore, even though these guys are literally legends. Just doesn't make sense. But moving on. Next up, we had Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley, and Bayley is now a solidified mid-carder, a solidified undercarder, a solidified loser. Bayley is a bum. She lost to Raquel Rodriguez in the number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. So the whole story about it is that Raquel and Liv said that they're going for every single championship. So I'm sure Liv will have a U.S. championship match, probably trying to get number one, probably be the number one contender and try to win that title. They just want to take all the titles over, basically. Speaking of the Judgment Day, they were in the clubhouse, and Dom because Dom is so eager to be getting a new member for some odd reason, but Dom went and talked to that bonehead, Adam Pearce, and he got, what's his name, Finn Balor, a match against Braun Breaker. That will be happening in Barcelona, I think. I don't know if they're in Barcelona. They're in wherever they're at next. I heard it starts with a B, but I don't think it's Barcelona. But whatever. I'll let that go. But wherever they're at, that's where the match will be next week. So be on the lookout for that match next week. So Raquel Rodriguez is the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I'm sure she'll be taking on Myra Valkyria next week. So, yeah, that was that match. Next up, we had, I don't know which, I might be out of order, but after that, I believe the women were next. Let me see. I'm going to look through my notes real quick and make sure that I'm getting this right. It doesn't matter if I go out of order, but I think Io was next, or Cody. Okay, Cody Rhodes was after Io and them. Okay. Next up, we had Io Sky. Well, we had Michael Cole call Io Sky out to the ring to talk about winning the women's championship. And she's cutting a promo in Japanese, half English. And this is no hate. This is no racism. This is nothing. This is all just like, this needs to be said. We need to stop putting Shinsuke, putting Andrade, putting any English speaking person out there. If they can't cut promos, why are you trying to make them cut a promo or doing video vignettes with the words like we don't understand their language, and that's okay. It's WWE is an American product. It's an American product. And at least you're catering to the American people. The American people can only, I think, shout out to the Wrestling in Color. She said the average Americans has a 5th grade reading level. So do you really think that these wrestling fans, they probably have a 2nd or 3rd grade reading level? Come on now. Do you really think that wrestling fans have the attention span to be listening to somebody, try to cut a promo in a different language? When I'm going to throw myself in there, we already can't read at a high reading level? Really? And this is this is more of a knock or a bash on us as Americans. We're just not smart as smart as other countries. So, I say all that to say, if they can't cut promos in English, to an American crowd, don't make them do that, because it's just disrespectful in my opinion. Because then you got the fans out there trying to put themselves over and hijack the show, talk about what, like, bro. And then you can't even have the person can't even speak, so it just makes it even 10 times harder to understand it. So we need to just stop that. So Michael Cole calls out Io, calls out Bianca, starts pressing Bianca about why she came out to the ring, which it should make plenty sense why she came out to the ring. Anybody who would have been out there would have been out at the ring. Michael Cole should have asked her, because she won the Elimination Chamber. She had the right to see who her opponent was going to be. What Michael Cole should have said was, why were you acting? Because last week, okay, so this week when he called her out there, she was acting how she should have been acting last week. She was doing all that dancing, twirling that hair. I'm on my own, I guess, doing all that. She didn't need to do all that. She should have walked out there, sat down, said nothing on commentary, and she could have done the clapping and all that, but she didn't need to be all dancing and being all giddy, and then we see you acting all, how you were acting on SmackDown. You should have always just been very mild-mannered the whole time. So Michael Cole's pressing her about why she came out there, which, again, that doesn't matter. She should have been out there. She just shouldn't have been acting all happy and giddy. Well, they end up bringing up Jade and Naomi. She's like, really, Cole? And then all of a sudden, this is my brutality! She's like, cut the music. Cut the music. She's talking about how apparently Bianca was only rooting for Io because she doesn't think she can beat Rhea. When it's like, what are you talking about? Like, she was out there rooting for both of you, but for some odd reason, you took offense to her cheering you both on. And I don't know, like, did you want to win by countout? Because if you wanted to win by countout, you're the one who got out of the ring to restart the count and push Bianca. So, Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. So they were getting in each other's faces, and Io was trying to get them to separate and stop because, like, it's Rhea shouldn't have even really been out there. So we want to talk about somebody being out there. Michael Cole vanished and dipped from the ring magically, and yeah, so they both pushed Io, and Io had a slap loaded up for both of them. She slapped the taste out of Rhea's mouth, and then she absolutely she slapped Bianca so hard. Bianca sold it really good. She fell down, and then she told her, like, I'm the champion, I don't know who y'all think y'all are, but I'm the champion. And they both just sat there, which this is what Cody needs to be doing. But all right, good segue into the next segment. Hold on, let me get some water real quick. All right, next up, we had Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, out there building his kingdom. The fans are waiting on him to start the show. He delivered a promo. He out there questioning John Cena's actions again. And this promo isn't going to go anywhere or do nothing without John Cena being there. Basically, Cody, all he did was just glaze. He was out there glazing like he was at a Krispy Kreme donut factory. John Cena, you are the staple of the wrestling industry. If anybody is allowed to be part-time, it's you, just saying dumb stuff, glazing his opponent. And last year, WrestleMania, it's going to be bad. It's going to get scary, spooky, and hilarious for this dude, Cody Rhodes, you guys. Just so you know. Because last year, Rock and Roman cooked this dude on the mic. He cannot cut a promo to save his life. He's just out, I don't know what, he's out there jacking around. Like, he needs to do something because it's going to be scary, spooky, and hilarious for this dude when he gets face-to-face with John Cena. Because John Cena is going to own this dude. Especially heel John Cena. Oh, man. But like I said, we won't know until they get in the ring together. And I don't know. Like, they need to stop letting this cool off because, like, no one... We're starting to just, like, not care as much because, Triple H was acting all tough. Does it feel like Mania season yet? And all this other stuff. And yeah, because you had your hand held by The Rock because The Rock came back. You were about to have Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes for the main event. So I don't want to hear anything from you, Triple Cuck. Okay. Last segment of the night. The steel cage match between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Two faces. So, a lot of the wrestling reaction videos that I watch before I do my review, I hear a lot of them saying that they like the match, obviously, which, of course, shout out to Seth Rollins, shout out CM Punk for wrestling, on TV, but this match just was not it for me, so I'm going to have to disagree with a few of the accounts that I listened to. I did not think that it was a good match, and I was just watching it like, this is stupid. So what kills me is, obviously we know it's fake, but these guys, they just don't even look like real fighters. Like, we've seen CM Punk in a real fight, and both of them look like little sissy girls. Like, they just cannot. They're like little girls, like, slapping each other. They just can't fight. And then, not to mention, Michael Cole butchering all the moves. Go back and listen. Michael Cole called CM, like, when CM Punk would do a move, he calls him Seth Rollins, or I should say, he's like, so Seth Rollins is doing the move to CM Punk. CM Punk with a nice knee, or I should say, Seth Rollins, I mean. And it's like, dude, like, what are you doing? It's just hard to listen to. And then you have people sitting around calling him the greatest of all time again because he missed three shows or whatever. It's like, dude. And then, not to mention the false finishes. It is so hard. You're just like, what is this? Like, finishing moves mean nothing. They might as well just be called like signatures or something, because that's what they are. They're just the signature move that they do. Because now, you know, if Damian Priest or, you know, a bigger guy, if Damian Priest or Otis or a Braun Strowman or a Braun Breaker or any of these dudes take one finishing move from Seth or CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, how are we to believe that if Seth Rollins can kick out of a GTS 7 times, or if CM Punk can kick out of a stomp 7 times, or Roman Reigns' stomp that he took, how about this? Roman Reigns took that stomp at the Royal Rumble and was out for this long. It's now March 10th. The Rumble was a month ago. How are we to believe that that stomp was so crucial and so devastating, but these dudes are kicking out of each other's finishing moves like it's nothing? Like it's nothing. All these finishing moves, nobody's bleeding. All these finishing moves, and they're still kicking out. And then they're doing just fine. And then Roman Reigns comes in, beats the absolute dog piss out of both of them. And now all of a sudden, Roman Reigns did a couple, you know, he did a spear. He threw both of them into the cage. And then he stomped Rollins. And now he's done. He's finished. Because he took now 8 stomps and 1 from Roman Reigns and a spear and a Superman punch. And then he took, what's his name? CM Punk. I'm out here acting like Michael Cole horribly. CM Punk is in there having freaking relations with the wise man. Roman Reigns was man, he was mad about that, wasn't he? And so it's just like, this junk isn't believable. And so that they had to somehow get Roman Reigns into this. And now they finally got it. And it's just, I don't know. The 2 triple threat matches that they threw people into with Bianca, Io, and Rhea, and Roman, Punk, and Seth. It's just, I don't know. It's just not it. Triple nose is just not it's not working out. I don't think so. It's not working out. So I don't understand it. Seth Rollins ended up coming out on top. But yeah, all the fans were making a bunch of noise too. Like, they were screaming. They were like, woo! They're getting all happy. And then another thing too, one more thing to mention, and then I'm done. 3 faces. OTC. OTC. And then, whoa. Oh, and then, it's clobbering time! CM Punk! CM Punk! CM Punk! So the audience is split into 3, and then you got Bianca, you got the EST, you know, you got the EST, and then you got Io Scott, and then you got Mommy. So it's just like, you know, people don't know who to root for. So I just don't think that this episode of Raw captured any excitement or any momentum for it being quote-unquote WrestleMania season. Storytelling, of course, is predictable, and the booking decisions are just atrocious. Same thing every week. So SmackDown's going to be just like how Raw was, with Damian and Drew fighting, and the women, and you're going to have probably a triple threat or something. So I don't know, but they got to figure something out to get this Raw going. Hopefully with John Cena, he cooks Cody Rhodes on the mic next Monday. I'm excited for that, but I don't know. This Raw gets the date 3 out of 10 for me. So I don't know. That's it for my review, guys. Let me know in the comments how you felt. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for tuning in. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a review. Until next time, it's your boy, Blitz Renegade, keeping it no holds barred, no flags thrown, and sometimes no fouls drawn. Thank you guys so much. Have a great week, and we will be back sometime either in the middle of the week, or if not, you'll hear from me on Friday. Peace out.